Well, hi everybody. Another day. Just another ordinary day. But this little girl, I'm going to get out. Actually, not that, well, she'd have heard that door open. She's just waiting for me to go in. Not been overly receptive to coming out lately. I don't know if you can see her down there in the corner. She comes to the door, but as soon as I open the door she heads in the opposite direction, so I'm going to get her out. I'm going to check her enclosure. I can't smell anything at all, but I've got to do a water, and I figured while I'm doing that I'm going to get her out for a little while. So I don't know if I'd be able to do this exactly one-handed, but I can always give it a go. So I will start by moving that plant out of the way. Of course, she's all bundled up down there in a tight little ball. So hopefully I'll be able to get her out in that tight little ball as well. Doubt it, but I might get lucky today because I'm still tired. But we'll see how she goes. She'll probably go with her head and straight up and take off, and yeah. Okay, here I go. Come on, sweetie. I did get her in a tight little ball, and she couldn't, well, it wasn't that she couldn't go. She could have gone, but she decided not to. And I haven't got a tripod. Haven't got anything set up, of course, because, well, I kind of just saw her laying there and I thought, well, I might get her out and see how my Amaya is doing. Of course, she is, she's getting bigger and bigger, but she's in shed.
Can I hold her soon?
Have you washed your hands, bub?
Just.
Okay, well,
I don't have
this
to
will
hold
be pretty. Yeah,
it.
just let her dry. Let them dry. Yes, I have Noah and my daughter and my little
PJ Day.
Look at that little tail going down. Wiggle. Well, it was wiggling.
She's one of the
but
wiggles.
How I know that Amaya is in shed is her eyes go white instead of the red. So yeah, that tells me that and that's why she's down low in the cool.
So we've got Jack and her in shed.
Yeah, in the cooler part of her enclosure. Is because she's going into shed and she's only really coming up to the heat of an evening. And think about that. The fact that, you know, when they're in shed, the heat dries them out. And the cool, sorry, I'm getting my fingers in the way there. The cool keeps, it all prevents them from drying out so much while they're getting ready to shed. So, you know, I will spray, lightly mist out her enclosure a couple of times over the day.
She's not that in
and
shed.
Make sure that there is plenty of humidity in there for her. I've never had any issues with her shedding great. There's never been a problem. So, and yes, Amaya is in a glass enclosure, which there's been a bit of talk about them lately, and that they're not really made for reptiles, and I'm not going to disagree with anybody on that. There are certainly better ones out there for them, but that is not her permanent home either, and she will go into, no doubt, a wooden or a melamite
What
one.
would you rather do? Put her in a wooden one or put her in a plastic tub?
In a wooden one.
Make sure the wood's smooth so the wood doesn't
But
stick
just
up.
like jacks and that. So,
Yeah.
I have got some glass ones that, of course, I am utilising. And the one that Myah is in currently, she came and has been in that for over 3 years. So, at some stage I might decide to switch her up and put her into a wooden one as well. And we'll see, when and that will happen, but it will happen. I've sort of been accommodating Tessa and just got the bigger enclosures for Lily and Jack and Jessie. Tessa still will need bigger enclosure, of course, because the one she isn't her permanent either. She's going to get too big for that eventually. So there is ongoing cost that is needed until they reach their full size. Especially if you get them as a hatchling, they grow, they get bigger, and you end up, you start with a smaller enclosure for them so they feel safe and secure. You can't just buy a great big enclosure and stick a little one like this in it. So there is ongoing cost, guys. Yeah, you could keep them in a tub. I kept a Pani in it, but a Pani, remembering, she is a little spotted python. She isn't a coastal. She isn't a jungle. I certainly couldn't have kept Jessie in a tub for a year of his life. So tubs have their place for snakes that end up being mixed snakes, but for a very short amount of time. So basically, you get a snake and there will be ongoing costs with them throughout their life. Feeding them. They start off on little pinky rats, and then, they go up to
an adult.
Yeah, a fuzzy, and then they go to a hopper and a wiener and small rat and medium rat and I think I've got a parrot. But, so the cost of feeding them goes up. And sure, once they get to a bigger feeder, the time between actually feeding them could be longer. Little ones need feeding a couple of times a week.
Little pinkies.
But they're little pinky rats. So, but feeders here are quite expensive anyway. But certainly as a full-grown adults and you're giving them a large feeder, they can go 3 to 4 weeks without getting a meal. I kind of take it by, they eat and they digest and you wait and they go to the toilet and then their belly's ready for another feeder. And for some snakes that's much longer in between, which is telling you that they're probably not ready for another meal. You've got Jack. He will generally, in a month, he will have 2 feeders, but then I will wait for him to go to the toilet. And I know then that he could get another meal into him, but I won't just shove another meal into him. I do like him to go to the toilet. And Jack is very slow. slow digesting, but he has a much bigger rat to digest. You know, little pinkies are in and out.
Yep.
And there's just not much in a pinky at all. So
There's only like 1 teaspoon of blood. Not even that.
no. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. There is ongoing costs until they reach adult. You've got the size enclosure that they need. They're up to their full size feeder. That's it. But there's ongoing costs of running the heat and so forth as well. So there is a bit more to having a snake than I think some people might think. And if you're like me, I'm always looking for something new and different to put in their enclosure to keep them very happy and stimulated, and something to do as well. But yeah, Amaya is looking very, very pale in her eyes, which is her being in blue, except she's not blue, she's white-eyed. Of course, being albino,
That's our albino.
it goes without saying. But yeah,
She's just like Jessie on her head with all the markings.
yeah, it'll be, as you know, each shed, I don't know if you can see, I'll try and get her head here. There she is.
Her colours are like her white because she's got that yellow blending in with the orange.
She's sort of
and
got,
then the
yeah,
white.
she's got the orange and the yellow
Orangey yellow
and the white.
but the white looks like pink a little bit.
She's got sort of more orange dots underneath her. What you doing, bub?
She's just like Jessie
I'll
because
show you.
of her orange.
I don't know if you can see. Yep, there you go.
Her eyes are red again
No,
on that side.
no, it's just the light, how it's reflecting. So there she goes, guys. So a little video with Amaya, and I'll let Noah have a little hold. He's been asking for a couple of days to have a hold of her. So yeah, I'll let him, and then she can of course go back home and
Enjoy her life.
and continue to get ready for her shed. What do you think? Yeah? Little Miss Pink Tongue. That's what she is. Alright guys, I will say take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your snakes. Ciao.